First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shathir from the Chicago camp coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And I'm not specifically sure what I'm going to entitle this, but it's basically along the lines where, now since the prophets are raised up and they're speaking out against the evil and the corruption of this world, now all these other nations have a backbone. Okay? And this leads me to Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. And it says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors." Now, granted, this is all the heathens, but in particularly, it's bad Uncle Esau, who is the so-called white man. And to prove that, we'll go to, let's see if we can. This is Ezekiel. And when you read the subject matter, it talks about that this is bad Uncle Esau. You know what? I'm going to start from the top. And it says, moreover, this Ezekiel 35:1. It says, "Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith Yahweh power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end." Okay? So, and then you have also the other precept where it talks about how you pursued your brother with the sword, and your anger did tear perpetually. Okay, so yes, the prophets are standing boldly in the face of those that have afflicted them. That's all the nations. Okay, even the nation of Israel, but the main perpetrator is bad Uncle Esau. Okay, and now since the prophets have risen up and they're prophesying the downfall of America, the downfall of bad Uncle Esau's kingdom, it seems like now since we've been raised up, okay, bringing the light back into this dark world, now everybody got a backbone. Now everybody want to be a tough guy, because before the prophets were raised up, okay, all these nations were really scared to say something against Esau. It's whatever bad Uncle Esau said was the law. Okay, he can get away with his treachery and tell you to shut the hell up. And pretty much that's what people did. But now since the prophets are being raised up, exposing this truth, letting you know that bad Uncle Esau is the so-called white man. He is the devil. He is the Satan. He's that serpent of old that the Bible speaks of, the son of perdition, the wicked, the people doomed to destruction. Now you got everybody talking shit and being bold. Okay, that's why it says, where was it? It's somewhere on the lines where it says, let the weak say I am. I can't remember where it was. Yeah, Joel 3:10. Well, I would start at Joel 3:9 says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Right. The mighty men of these other nations. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. That's all these nations. It says, beat your plowshares into swords. Okay. Basically turn a instrument that's used to harvest and bring forth product that creates life. Now turn them into weapons that are meant for killing and destruction. And it says, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. All right. All these other weak nations, these people of the other nations, now they're standing boldly against bad Uncle Esau. Okay. Now they're out there talking about Esau, you're the devil. All right. You're Satan. You're a colonizer. You're a murderer. You're a thief. You're a pedophile. You're a homosexual. You're a troglodyte deviant. Okay. It's to the point where we even got the wicked of our own people even calling Esau the damn devil. And they're not scared to call him the devil either. Right in his face. It's to the point where everybody is starting to call Esau an Edomite. Hell, you even got Esau calling Esau an Edomite. And see, this is only something that could have been done through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, breathing that life back into these dry bones. And now, since we have this truth, hey, we giving this devil hell. And now all these other nations, they want to be tough Tony with us, talking shit about bad Uncle Esau. That's why you got that other precept where it says, let me see. It was something along the lines where it says, these two prophets tortured them day and night, something like that. Yeah, Revelation 11:10. And it says, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth. All right. And the two prophets are symbolic of the northern and the southern kingdom. Of course, the southern kingdom consisting of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And then you have the northern kingdom consisting of Ephraim, Manasseh. All right. So on and so forth, all the way down to Issachar. You know, your so-called Latinos and your Native Americans. All right. These two prophets are torturing the hell out of Esau. And this is only with the word. This is not anything physical that we're doing to beat up on bad Uncle Esau. We're beating this devil down with the word. And now everybody wants to get tough because they see what this word is doing to bad Uncle Esau. That's why it says, what's that in? It's in Hebrews, but it says, quick and powerful. You know what? It's probably better to type this in. Two-edged sword. Yep. Hebrews 4:12. And it says, for the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and the spirit and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. And that's what this word is doing. It's piercing the souls of our enemies. And the other nations, it's convicted them to the core, because now they're realizing, hey, these guys who we're calling bums, they're right. This man is the devil. He is Satan. He is that old serpent, the dragon, the red horse, that harbinger of death. All right. He is that cave miscreant that's just causing nothing but dysfunction, discord, destruction, and all other types of madness in this world. And this is why you have all these other nations calling Esau the devil. All right. Not caring about his treaties, not caring about his word, not valuing his monetary system, his moral conduct, or should I say lack of moral conduct, because he is the wicked. Okay. Job 9:24, Malachi, the first chapter. All right. That's why they're getting these armies ready. That's why they're building these nukes. Because through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, with raising the prophets up, speaking boldly, now they're like, hey, we can speak boldly too. Because if these guys who we consider bums can stand up and call this man the devil and a thief and Satan in his own kingdom, then sure as hell, us with our own land and our own heritage and this type of firepower, we can do the same thing. All right. These other nations are to the point they ain't scared of bad Uncle Esau anymore. And at every chance that they get to call him the devil, expose him in a lie, expose him in some type of corruption, thievery, and scandal, all right, these nations are going to do it. And ultimately, their aggression is going to end in these nuclear missiles. All right, that's going to be their ultimate act of showing bad Uncle Esau that they're not afraid anymore. They're going to be launching those ICBM missiles from all across the world, which eventually is going to result in the downfall of bad Uncle Esau's kingdom. All right. And the beginning of the kingdom of Yasharallah, as it says, that Esau is the end of the world. It's known as in Ezra. 2nd Ezra 6:9. And so it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay. And the events that's leading up to bad Uncle Esau's kingdom, all right, is the professing of this truth, making it known all across the world, which means, which entails us waking up to our heritage, letting all the other nations know who we are, letting our people know who they are, and the judgment that's awaiting. And as I said before, all these things, these wars, these skirmishes, these infightings, these beefs that they have with bad Uncle Esau, all these things are going to culminate to the nuclear destruction of bad Uncle Esau. As I said, this is going to be the ultimate act of all these nations not being scared of this devil anymore. So, hey, like I said before, that you can tell that this is a beautiful work done by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Because as I said before the prophets were raised up, nobody was speaking bad about Esau. All right. Nobody was calling him a devil in his face, going against his authority or his rulership, his judgment, questioning everything he did. Until the prophets were raised up, nobody was doing this because they were scared. All right. But they don't have the spirit that we do. They don't have the spirit of the all living power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, like the elect and the elite of the elect have. So, hey, it's done. It's done for this devil. And it's a beautiful thing because, hey, if you're even halfway like me, you can't wait for this kingdom to go down. So I'm not going to make this long. I wanted this to be as short as possible. But with that being short, I hope you all were edified. Once again, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. With that, we're going to say shalom.